400 to dead center. The ball carries pretty well down the lines and toward the gaps, but to straightaway center, boy, it's a ballpark that plays seemingly a lot bigger than 400 feet. You really have to poke one out of here to get it away and over the wall and straightaway center. Is it his last start? That's the word everybody, or at least the question everybody keeps asking, that is a Toronto Blue Jay fan, as Marcus Stroman will be on the mound tonight. He has, along with the Indians, Trevor Bauer and Madison Bumgarner and a number of other guys, probably been mentioned more than any other starting pitchers in regards to the trading deadline, which a week from now, trading deadline will be over. It'll end at 4 o'clock Eastern time a week from today, and there will be no more trades during the rest of the season. Then the only way you can acquire a player, if somebody waives a guy and you pick him up on waivers. So that is the scenario that surrounds Marcus Stroman and what could be his final start with the Blue Jays, or maybe even here in Toronto. Who knows? But we'll find out in the next week. Fielding Culbreth, the crew chief and home plate umpire. DJ Rayburn will ump at first, Paul Noward at second, and Nick Marley is the third base umpire. Marcus Stroman, in a lot of ways, in a similar situation as Trevor Bauer, in that they are both still under contract and will not be free agents until after the 2020 season. But there is no comparison as to who's the better pitcher. Talk to anybody in baseball, and they'll tell you Marcus Stroman is really good. Trevor Bauer is another level above Marcus Stroman. Stroman, a little guy, 5'7", 180, 28 years of age. Leading off, Frankie Lindor, the wind by the right-hander, and his first pitch is high for ball one, and we're underway in Toronto. 77 degrees game time temp. No wind at all. The roof is open. Beautiful. Now the wind and the 1-0. And it's swung on a weak chopper up the middle, charged by the second baseman. Sogard throws just in time to get Frankie Lindor, and that is out number one. You'll get a lot of ground ball outs when you have a Marcus Stroman on the mound for you. He's got one of the best sinkers in the game. He also throws the four-seam fastball. He'll throw a cut fastball, a curveball, a slider, a changeup. But he's primarily sinker-slider. Here is Oscar Mercado, the right-handed hitting center fielder. Very abbreviated delivery for Stroman. He kicks, he fires, and it's fouled back, strike one. Stroman looks like he's working out of the stretch. He stands sideways on the first base side of the rubber, and then that brief leg kick and delivery to the hitter. Mercado batting .294, 8 homers, 28 RBIs. Stroman with the 0-1, a swing and a foul back, 0-2. Stroman faced the Indians back on April 7th and lost 3-0. He went 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, struck out 6, walked 1. This is his 8th career appearance against the Indians. Lifetime, he's 1-1 with a career .315 ERA against the Tribe. Stroman, the wind and the 0-2. Down and away, 1-2. On the season, Marcus Stroman, 6th in the American League in earned run average at .306. His record very deceiving. He's not getting a lot of offensive support. Now the 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. Struck him out with a breaking ball. So Stroman gets Mercado. 2-men out. First inning. No score for Carlos Santana DHing tonight. Switch hitter batting left-handed. Stroman's record is only 6-10, despite the 6th best earned run average in the AL at .306. This is his 21st start, no complete games. He goes 6 innings per start. He averages 7 strikeouts, 3 walks per 9 innings. The pitch to Santana, and it's low, ball 1. Lourdes Gurriel in left, Teoscar Hernandez in center, Randall Grichuk in right, Justin Smoke at first, Eric Sogard at second, Freddie Galvis at short, Brandon Drury at third, Danny Jansen catching. Santana takes fastball down and away, and the count 2-0. Marcus Stroman, because he pitches in the American League East, a lot of people value his numbers more so than somebody in another division. The 2-0, and it's in there 2-1. You're facing lineups like Tampa and New York and Boston consistently. You have an ERA of 3.06. That carries a little more weight when you consider who he is facing most of the year. Now the 2-1 pitch in this scoreless first. Swung on, foul to the right, 2-2. Stroman did face the Indians in the league championship series, and the Indians banged him around 3 Octobers ago. The Indians beat him when they scored 4 runs off of him. He only went 5 1/3 innings in that 2016 ALCS. That was game 3 that he lost here in Toronto. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on, popped him up. Third baseman, Drury, behind the bag, makes the catch, and the Indians have a quiet 1-2-3 innings. Stroman only had to make 11.
Cleveland's news, talk, and sports on WTAM 1100 can now be heard on 106.9 FM.
SHane Bieber on the hill for the Indians tonight, 6'3", 200 pounds. The right-hander, 24 years of age. The most valuable player in the recently played Major League Baseball All-Star game when he struck out the side in his 1 inning. No score. He'll face Eric Sogard leading off, and a first pitch strike in the knees. Bieber, fastball, curve, slider, changeup. Beat Toronto back on April 5th. The wind and the pitch. Sogard waves at it. Good changeup. 0-2. In that ballgame, he went 6 innings, gave up 2 runs. Sogard, left-handed hitter playing at second, batting .300, 10 homers, 30 RBIs. Now the wind and pitch. Outside a ball, 1-2. SHane Bieber is 1-0 in 2 career starts against Toronto. One this year, one last year. 3.65 ERA. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a breaking ball. And Bieber strikes out Sogard to start the Toronto first inning. That'll bring up Freddie Galvis, the switch-hitting shortstop. He'll swing it left-handed. Time to test drive the dynamic new Toyota Camry. It's America's best-selling car, one of 12 Toyota models built in the U.S. For all Toyota offers, go to buyatoyota.com. Scoreless first inning, home half of it for the Jays. Freddie Galvis, switch-hitting shortstop, batting left-handed, grounds it sharply on the right side. Sliding to his left is Kipnis. Second baseman fields it, throws him out. 2 quick outs. Tonight, Greg Allen's in left field. Oscar Mercado's in center. And Jordan Luplow starting against a right-hander in right. Tyler Naquin still having some hamstring issues. Jake Bauers at first. Jason Kipnis at second. Frankie Lindor at short. Jose Ramirez at third. Kevin Plawecki catching. Lourdes Gurriel taking. It's in there. Break, and it's a called strike. Gurriel, the right-handed hitting left fielder, batting .290, 18 bombs, 44 ribbies. Bieber misses down and away with a slider, and the count 1-1. SHane Bieber, 9-3 on the year, with a 3.69 ERA. He delivers, and a fastball in tight, 2-1. This is start number 21 for SHane. He has 1 complete game, a shutout. He goes 6 innings a start, 11 strikeouts, 2 walks per 9 innings. He gets Gurriel to cut and miss, and the count 2-2. This could be another one of those games like we had last night. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, got him with a fastball. SHane Bieber made 10 pitches, struck out a pair, and the Indians and Jays are scoreless ball game, second inning north of the border. Very calm Lake Ontario today. Not much breeze. Temperature's been in the 70s all week here. It's been beautiful. Jason Kipnis to face Marcus Stroman. Kipnis hitting cleanup, playing at second base tonight, and a milestone night for Kip. The pitch, and it's in there. Jason Kipnis, only the third Cleveland Indian to ever start 1,000 games at second base. Nap Lajoie and Bobby Avila, the others. How about that company? The 0-1 bounced it in there, 1-1. And Kip's very proud of his place in history with the Indians. He should be. Homegrown product, second-round pick out of Arizona State. He has had a terrific career with the Indians. No score, second inning, and the 1-1 delivery. And it's down and in, ball 2, 2-1. Kipnis, over the last month now, you take the last 30 games, he has hit .306, 5 homers, 22 RBIs. So he has been solid again. The pitch, swing and a foul tip at the plate, and the count 2-2. Whether you're shipping from Cleveland or through Cleveland, choose Global Transport, Northeast Ohio's preferred provider for transportation and logistics management. No score, second inning, roof open, another smallish crowd. Boy, a lot of folks in the streets of Toronto, though, this week, vacationing. Kipnis watches it bounce in, full count. A lot of folks come up to this beautiful city, not only from the United States, but from all over Canada. Lots of tourism going on. Well, the Indians have been here this week. Now the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with a sinker away. Stroman strikes out Kipnis, his second strikeout. One down for Jose Ramirez, who in the month of July, which is 17 games worth, Ramirez is batting .314, 5 homers, 17 RBIs. Stroman delivering, Ramirez taking its low, ball 1. There's no question Toronto is open to trading Marcus Stroman if they can get the package they want as they continue to rebuild. The 1-0, and it's in there, a strike, 1-1. They need young pitching. So if they trade Stroman, they're not looking for position players. They're looking for young arms. Now the windup and the 1-1. Outside a ball, 2-1. The question is, who's going to blink first? Who's going to make that big blockbuster trade? The 2-1, high, ball 3, 3-1. There was a rumor out the Indians and Phillies were talking about a Trevor Bauer trade. There's as much truth to that as there is that there's a tooth fairy. The pitch swung on, banged foul outside of first. And the count is full. Well, some of these rumors, and I guess it's the rumor season, but some of them don't make any sense. One thing Philadelphia doesn't have is a lot of top prospects. Now the payoff pitch. Swung on, drilled up the middle, a base hit. Boy, oh boy, Stroman just fortunate to get out of the way of that blistered shot. And Ramirez stays locked in with a single to center. Indians have the first hit of the game. And they've got a one-out base runner here in the second. No score for Jake Bauers, who's at first base tonight. Bauers hitting .238, 11 homers, 37 RBIs. First time Stroman has to work out of the stretch, although hard to tell when he's out of the stretch and out of the windup. Same startup point. Hands resting, belt high. He delivers. And it's swung on, lifted in the air to straightaway center, not deep. Hernandez in a few steps. Bauers out number 2. Now Jordan Luplow. The Indians will make a decision in regards to Tyler Naquin and his hamstring. Not able to go again tonight. And Tito was saying on the manager's show, if you missed it, they can't keep going with 2 bench players. They only have 2 guys on the bench tonight that can play. And one is a catcher, Roberto Perez. The other is Mike Freeman. So The Indians may have to put Naquin on the injured list and get an outfielder from Columbus. Jordan Luplow, the batter. Toss over to first, just a lob, and back with a dive is Ramirez. The Indians have no off days, so not a chance to let a guy catch a little rest that way. And 4 games coming up in Kansas City in what will be 90-degree heat starting tomorrow. Now the set, now the pitch, and it's over but low, ball 1. Corey Kluber had a terrific bullpen session today, throwing fastballs and changeups. And he'll make another bullpen side session on Saturday in Kansas City. Now the 1-0 pitch. And it's down low, slider missing. And the count 2-0. What's up next for Corey Kluber are breaking balls incorporated with a fastball and the changeup. He'll throw some more bullpen sessions. Then a hitter will actually stand in, not swing. Now the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Good slider. 2-1. Then he'll throw a simulated game. Or maybe 2. And then eventually Corey Kluber will go to the minor leagues on a rehab assignment. And maybe Corey Kluber can be back here. Maybe mid-August. We'll see. Now the set. Now the 2-1. Swing and a foul tip. 2-2. There's no timetable, no time frame, no target date for Corey Kluber. But the way he looks right now, mid-August, that's certainly not impossible. No score. Try batting. Runner on. 2 down. Second inning. Now the 2-2 pitch. Runner goes. Pitches outside. No throw. Jansen bobbled it. I don't think it would have mattered. The catcher wasn't going to have much of a shot because Stroman allowed Ramirez to get a great jump. Jose Ramirez now with 22 steals, as Jose ranks 4th in the American League in that department. So the Indians have a runner in scoring position, 2 down. No score, second inning. Full count on Jordan Luplow, who's batting just .208 against righties. The right-hander sets, and Stroman checks second, comes to the plate, and strikes him out swinging. Went off speed, and Stroman able to get his man. So the Indians and
the top and bottom of the hour, and anytime at WTAM.com.
No score, bottom of the second. SHane Bieber on the hill tonight for the Indians. Had a 1-2-3 first, made 10 pitches. Vlad Guerrero Jr. DHing, hitting cleanup, takes ball 1. It's low. Guerrero, right-handed hitter. He takes down and away a ball. Guerrero batting .256, 9 homers, 31 ribbies. The pitch, and it's a little bit low. Ball 3, 3-0. Guerrero batting .256, 9 homers, 31 RBIs. He's a free swinger. The pitch to him, and it's ball 4 outside. So Guerrero on a 4-pitch walk. Bieber only walks 2 per 9 innings. Here's Justin Smoke, switch hitter, batting left-handed. Smoke tied the game in the 9th, won it in the 10th last night. What he did in the 9th inning is astounding. A home run to dead center off Brad Hand. That's the 37th homer he's hit in his career in the 9th inning or later. Think of that. 37 career home runs in the 9th inning or later. The pitch, Smoke takes a fastball strike. Boy, you talk about clutching up. Only 2 hitters still playing have hit more home runs in the 9th inning or later in their careers than Smoke. And they're 2 Hall of Famers, or will be, Albert Pujols, Miguel Cabrera. Now the 0-1, and it's outside, and the count 1-1. Smoke, though, having a disappointing year, batting .218, 17 homers, 44 RBIs. Runner on, nobody out. Second inning, no score. Indians baseball brought to you by Everstream, Cleveland's business fiber network. Ethernet, high-speed internet, dark fiber, data storage. Everstream with a solution for all your data needs. Go to everstream.net. Shift on the right side, 3 infielders. The pitch. It's banged towards first. Bowers grabs, steps in the bag for one, throws to second. Ramirez tags out the sliding Guerrero. A double play the hard way. Got the out at first, and then through to second. The third baseman, Ramirez, had to tag the sliding Guerrero. And it's a 3-5 double play. And now Randall Grichuk, another guy having a disappointing year. Batting .229, 16 homers, 43 RBIs. For all the talk of the terrific potential, this is still such a young Toronto team. They're still feeling their way. That pitch swung on, fouled. It got a piece of Kevin Plawecki, the Indians catcher. And Toronto has the worst batting average in the American League as a team at .233. That's 14 points below the Indians. They have the worst batting average in baseball when they play at home. They're batting .220 at home. Worst in all of baseball. They're 11th in the league in runs scored, 14th in the league in on-base percentage, 14th in the league in steals. Great potential, great future, but the present still a work in progress. Breaking the ball, waved at, 0-2. Hard to win and be consistent when you have so many young players in the lineup at the same time. But they've got great promise. 2-strike pitch. High fastball, 1-2. And Dante Bichette's son is another guy that's on the horizon. That pitch down and away, 2-2. One of the best young minor league shortstops in the game. Bo Bichette, he's expected to be here at some point this summer. Now the 2-2. Swung on, fly ball, right field, not deep. Luplow there to make the catch. And leads off this scoreless third inning. It's the Liberty Ford Grand Slam giveaway inning. And Alyssa Sitters of Vermilion trying to win the Ford Mustang convertible from Liberty Ford. Alyssa Sitters of Vermilion will win that brand new car if the Indians get a grand slam here in the third. Greg Allen batting left-handed, leans it off, takes a knee-high strike. Sign up at libertyford.com, and it'll be your chance to win the Ford Mustang convertible. That pitch down low, 1-1. Good to have Court Barry Tripp with us on the trip. He's handing us our boarding pass. Rosie would like a second bag of peanuts, Court. Court doing a great job as always. No score, third inning. Greg Allen awaits the 1-1, and it's in there a strike, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Allen, over the last 12 games, is hitting at a .455 clip since coming back from AAA. Getting a chance to play tonight with a Naquin hamstring injury. The pitch, down low, and the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Marcus Stroman leads the American League in ground ball percentage. 57% of the balls put in playoff Stroman are hit on the ground. Tells you about his sinker. The 2-2. Swung on, drilled on, one hop to second. Eats up Skogard, kicks off him toward right, base hit. I would think. At least it was last night. Boy, again, a lightning quick infield. That dirt is rock hard. And Greg Allen sculled a one-hopper to Sogard at second, and it just ate him up. And it'll go as a base hit, and the Indians have their second hit, and that'll bring up the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. Now we'll see if the Indians would play for 1 run this early. This guy gets a lot of double play balls, does Marcus Stroman. Righty-righty matchup. The set, the pitch, and it's in there called strike. Stroman made the American League All-Star team for the first time in his career. He had a tough go of it last year. He missed 2 months of the year with a dead arm, shoulder fatigue. Then he had blister issues on his middle finger that kept him out 2 months last year. Plawecki lays off. It's low, 1-1. He did not have a good year last year, going 4-9 with a 5.5 ERA and 19 starts. That was coming off his best season ever. 2 years ago, he was 13-9 with an ERA of just over 3. This year, he's got that ERA back. He's only 6-10 because the Blue Jays just don't score many runs for him. Stroman's last time out, he shut out Detroit in the 7 innings that he worked, and he's kept the Indians off the board so far. Third inning, a runner on, nobody out, no score. Now the set and the pitch. Runner goes, pitch fouled off. Looked like the Indians playing a little hit and run. And they count 1-2 on Kevin Plawecki. Marcus Stroman was born and raised on Long Island. He would love to be traded to the New York Yankees, but again, with a week to go in regards to the trading deadline, nobody wants to blink first. Yankees seem to want and need starting pitching, but they haven't made a move yet on anyone. Now the 1-2, runner goes again, pitch is strike 3 called, throw to second, head first slide, got him. 2-4 on the caught stealing. Strike him out, throw him out, double play. Fourth strikeout for Stroman. Good throw by Jansen, who throws out 33% of the would-be base stealers. So Greg Allen had 2 steals last night, gunned down tonight in his first attempt. And back to the top of the order. Bases are empty. 2 down, no score. And Frankie Lindor grounded out to second his first time up. Switch hitter, batting left-handed. Stroman out of Duke University delivers a called strike. Backdoor slider. He was the first player in the history of Duke baseball to be a first-round pick. Now the 0-1. Swung on, fouled back, 0-2. He's not a big strikeout guy like some guys are this day and age, and sometimes that'll decrease the value when you talk about trade packages. Everybody's looking for the strikeout guy. Now the 0-2, down low, 1-2. It's what makes Trevor Bauer so attractive to teams, but it's also why if you want to trade for Trevor Bauer, boy, you're going to have to make the Indians an offer they can't refuse. No score, third inning, 2 down. Now the pitch. Lindor bangs it foul, right side, skips into the seats, and the count remains a ball and 2 strikes on Frankie Lindor. Outfielders really spread out for Lindor. The 1-2 offering. Ooh, just missed inside. Stroman kind of froze after he delivered it, hoping to get the call. Didn't work. 2-2 the count. The right-hander with the abbreviated delivery. Here it comes. Swung on, fouled, third base side, lower deck. We'll do it again at 2-2. Indians, Blue Jays, no score, third inning, final meeting of the year. The Indians are 5-1 against Toronto. Toronto has scored 11 runs off Indians pitching in 6+ games. The pitch. Swung on, fouled back again. 6 games plus 2 innings tonight. 11 runs. That's all Toronto has mustered off the Indians pitching staff. Two clubs built dramatically different. Indians, all that good young starting pitching. Blue Jays, all that good young position players. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Chased one in the dirt. Jansen digs it out. Throws to first. That'll complete the strikeout. The fifth for Stroman is Lind.
Geraldo in Cleveland.
Am I a journalist?
Tomorrow morning from 9 to 10.
Or a celebrity?
On WTAM 1100.
Well, this is shaping up to be much like last night was. 1-0 until the ninth inning. No score, third inning, bottom third of the order. SHane Bieber to the catcher, Danny Jansen. It's high, ball one. Go to MyPillow.com, click the radio listener special tab, promo code TRIBE, special offer. MyPillow.com, promo code TRIBE. The pitch waved at, good breaking ball, and the count 1-1. Jansen, just a .209 batting average, 8 homers, 32 RBIs. Very good catcher. Now the 1-1. He banks one on one hop to short. Lindor gobbles it up, throws over, one down. Here's Teoscar Hernandez, the right-handed hitting center fielder, batting .216, dozen homers, 34 RBIs. The Indians and the Blue Jays scoreless here in inning number 3. Bieber into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. Tampa Bay beat Boston today 3-2. Houston ran over Oakland again 4-2. Houston now leading Oakland by 7.5 games. That pitch down at the knees, a strike, 0-2. Seattle with a 5-3 win over Texas. Rangers have fallen out of it. They've lost 9 out of 10. Now the 0-2 pitch. Check swing and a pitch in the dirt. Did he go? Nope. 1-2. Twins host the Yankees tonight. That'll be Jay Happ against Jake Odorizzi. Philadelphia shut out Detroit 4-0. Jordan Zimmerman's now 0-8 for the Tigers. No score here. Third inning. The pitch. Swing and a bouncing ball foul. Third base side. 1-2. Arizona with a 5-2 win over Baltimore. A lot of day games. Colorado in game 1 of a doubleheader beaten by Washington. Boy, the Rockies have just fallen out of it. The 1-2. Low 2-2 in that ball game in game 1 of a doubleheader. Washington beat the Rockies 3-2. Boy, what a job Washington's done to get back into the playoff picture. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball got him. Bieber's third strikeout as he gets Hernandez. 2 down in the third. Washington was 19-31 after their first 50 games. Since May 24th, they've been the best team in baseball, going 35-15. That's just a stunning turnabout. Started the day 5.5 games behind front-running Atlanta. Now with 2 down, first pitch strike to the number 9 hitter, Brandon Drury. Meanwhile, Colorado has lost 8 out of 9 and 15 out of their last 18. The pitch. Strike 2 called at the knees, and the Rockies won't be in the playoffs this year. Milwaukee, a 5-4 win over Cincinnati, while the Cubs beat San Fran 4-1. So the Cubs stayed 2 games ahead of the Brewers. St. Louis started the day half game behind the Cubs. The pitch, a little bit low and away on a fastball, 1-2. St. Louis leading Pittsburgh 6-2 in the second. If Cardinals win, they'll remain a half game back of Chicago. No score here, third inning. And a pitch downstairs, a slider, 2-2. Drury, a right-handed batter at third, hitting .217, 9 homers, 25 ribbies. Deep in the box, very erect at the plate. Now the 2-2. Checked and strike 3 called on a heater on the outside corner. My goodness. SHane Bieber has now struck.
Indians and Blue Jays, as they did last night in a low-scoring contest. Indians lost last night in 10 innings, 2-1, as the Blue Jays tied the game on the Justin Smoke home run in the bottom half of the 9th inning, then won it in the 10th on Smoke's RBI base hit. Oscar Mercado leading things off, takes a pitch low and outside for ball 1. Mercado struck out his first time up. Facing right-hander Marcus Stroman, who delivers a breaking ball high and away. 2-0 the count. Carlos Santana next, and then Jason Kipnis for the Indians. Here comes Stroman's 2-0 delivery. Swing and a miss. 2-1 the count. They've been the straight change right there as he took a little bit off. Fastball, low 90s for Stroman, but that good sink. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, and it's popped up right side. Shallow right field, charging in under it and making the catch for the right fielder, Randall Grichuk. 1 down. That'll bring up Carlos Santana. Tribe Baseball's always live with MLB At Bat. You can follow all the action with game tracking, live radio, and much more. It's your #1 app for Indians baseball. That's MLB At Bat. There's Carlos Santana, popped to third his first time up. Has slowed a little bit coming out of the All-Star break. Had come in a dozen games since the break, batting .182. The pitch to him, and it's outside for ball 1. No score. Top half of the 4th inning. Here comes Stroman's 1-0 delivery, and that's in there for a strike. Fastball in the upper reaches of the zone, and that's where he's worked a little bit more this year to get some more strikeouts. Changing that eye level. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, and that's blasted high in the air down the left field line, bending toward the corner. Under it, making the catch is Lourdes Gurriel Jr. in foul territory as he went to the slide to do it. What a play by Gurriel Jr. as he slid early and was still sliding when that ball came down and had to actually reach back to make the catch. Now, had it dropped, it would have been a foul ball, but his fine play records an out on Santana. 2 up, 2 down for the Indians here in the 4th inning. Boy, and that's an area that has been a real pleasant surprise for the Blue Jays. Gurriel in the outfield. Here's Jason Kipnis. The pitch to him. Fastball strike on the outside corner. When the Jays were in Cleveland early in the season, Gurriel was their second baseman and really struggling with his throws to first. Here comes the 0-1. Down low, 1-1. He eventually was sent to the minor leagues, played a little more outfield there, and has been exclusively in left field since returning to Toronto. And his outfield coach, former Indians coach Mark Budzinski, says a lot of hard work has been put in. Here's the 1-1. Low and in, 2-1. And he's become a good outfielder. We saw a nice play there. He's thrown out 7 base runners trying to advance on him. Here comes the 2-1 to Jason Kipnis. Swung on, foul back into the net. And the count's now 2-2 on Kipnis. Kipnis struck out first time up. Trying to get the Tribe going. The Indians with the only 2 hits in this game. Jose Ramirez, a single in the second. Greg Allen, single last inning. The 2-2. Swung on, line drive. Base hit into right field for Kipnis. And it's popping free on the right fielder, but recovering nicely is Grichuk, and Kipnis will remain at first base. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station ID on the Cleveland Clinic Indians Radio Network.
From
Rob Bailey in the newsroom. Both sides weighing in on Mueller testimony. More after the game on News Radio WTAM 1100 Cleveland.
Jim Rosenhaus along with Tom Hamilton back with you at the Rogers Center in Toronto. Here's the pitch to Jose Ramirez, and it's down low for a ball. Paul Gatt, our on-site engineer, and back at Command Center, it's Brian Motze as always. A beautiful night for baseball here north of the border. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on, line to the second baseman, caught by Sogard, and that retires the side.
Will be heard on 106.9 FM.
Still no scores. We head to the bottom half of the fourth inning here in Toronto. SHane Bieber back to work. Oh, he's been tremendous. Has faced the minimum. Allowed just one base runner. That was a walk to Vlad Guerrero leading off the second. Eric Sogard steps in, and the pitch to him. Down low, ball one. Sogard struck out his first time up. Bieber has 4 strikeouts, the 1 walk. And that's it. Second straight night, an Indian starter off to a tremendous start. The 1-0 pitch. That's a strike on the outside corner. Off speed that time, and it's 1-1. Last night, Trevor Bauer did not allow a hit until the 5th inning. Ended up allowing 3 hits over 7 innings. Now the 1-1 delivery. Breaking ball down low. 2-1 the count on Sogard. Who's had a nice season for the Blue Jays, and maybe some value there if they look to move him. Hitting .300 coming in with 10 home runs and 30 driven in. The 2-1. Fastball strike on the outside corner. 2-2 the count on Sogard. And Bieber was a little bit off his last time out. He still came away with a win against the Royals, but ended up allowing 5 runs in 5 2/3 innings. Walked 4, unusual for him. Now the 2-2. Fastball outside, ball 3. But as Carl Willis, Indians pitching coach, mentioned on the warm-up show tonight, tough to feel great and have your razor-sharp stuff every time out as a starting pitcher. And Bieber still battled through and got the win. Here's his payoff pitch. Swung on, blasted high and deep, but foul down the right side and out of play. Wow, he hit that a ton deep down the right side, but well foul. And we'll do it again on 3-2. Breaking ball hung up that time on Bieber, and Sogard was out front. The 3-2 again. Swung on, line drive to center. Back on it, Mercado, and he makes the catch for the first out here in the 4th inning. Well, in celebration of National Baseball Card Day, that's coming up on August the 10th, stop by your local card shop for special packs of Topps cards and rip open the excitement. Visit Topps.com for more information on special packs and locations. Join Topps in celebrating National Baseball Card Day. Here's Freddie Galvis. Bounced to second first time up. The pitch to him on the outside corner for a strike. Galvis has had a good year and a good month of July, hitting .321 on the month. Here's the pitch, and it's down low for a ball. 1-1 the count. You're with us earlier, Tom, mentioning Bo Bichette is one of the other great position player prospects the Blue Jays have, and he's at AAA right now. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, foul back, and it counts 1-2. And well, like every team, the Indians a prime example. You have to wait for a spot to be available for a young player to come up and get that opportunity. And right now, Freddie Galvis playing very well for the Blue Jays, so they can afford to be patient with Bichette. Now the 1-2. Waved at and missed. Strike 3. Good fastball outside, and Galvis is down on strikes. The 5th for Bieber. 2 up, 2 down here in the 4th inning. And it brings up Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Still no score as we play in the bottom half of the 4th. Our injury reports presented by Elk & Elk. For a team of injury lawyers who protect every client every day, give them a call at 1-800-ELK-OHIO. Gurriel launches one to center. Hit well, but room for Mercado, and he makes the catch shy of the warning track to retire the side. We'll fill you in on the injuries when we come back. Scoreless ball game, 5th inning now, as Jake Bowers will lead things off. Stroman, the right-hander, with the pitch. And Bowers takes it low and outside for ball 1 on the Elk and Elk injury report. With us earlier, Tom mentioning good work today again for Corey Kluber. A solid bullpen session. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. Corey's scheduled to throw another pen on Saturday. Dan Otero threw last night for Columbus. A scoreless inning and slated to go tonight. Give him a back-to-back situation. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2 to Bowers. And it's usually one of the last steps before a pitcher's ready to go, a relief pitcher pitching in back-to-back games in the minor leagues. Now the 1-2 delivery from Marcus Stroman. Swung on, ground ball, right side, scooped up by the first baseman. Smoke flips to the pitcher covering. Stroman's there. 1 away. Nice play by Stroman covering. Jordan Luplow will bat. He struck out his first time up. Also on that injury report for the Indians, Danny Salazar continuing to work his way back through very well Sunday and has another rehab start coming on the weekend. Or actually Friday, I should say. And things going very well for Salazar as he tries to make it back from a shoulder injury that has kept him out since the postseason 2017. Luplow taking his time digging in as Stroman is back on the pitching rubber. 1 out, bases empty. Here's Stroman's pitch. Breaking ball, low and outside, ball 1. Luplow with a rare start against a right-handed pitcher. He's been so much better against the lefties. But a chance to start against Stroman tonight. The 1-0. Pitch is low and outside, 2-0. That's due to the tweaked hamstring for Tyler Naquin that has kept him out of action now 2 straight nights. We'll see if he's good to go tomorrow. If he's not, perhaps a move is made. The 2-0. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 2-1. Greg Allen waits on deck. No score, top half of the 5th inning. Only 3 hits in this game. They belong to the Indians. The 2-1 from Stroman. Swung on, popped up foul. That one comes back and out of play. And it's 2-2 on Luplow. Tribe season ticket holders, don't forget you can earn your Indians rewards bonus points just for tuning in tonight. The radio code is Bleachers. Bleachers is the radio code. Log on to triberewards.com/codes. Here comes the 2-2 to Jordan Luplow. Low and outside, ball 3. Stroman's throwing well. He has not been as efficient as SHane Bieber. Stroman at 70 pitches here in the 5th inning. Both, though, are throwing shutout baseball so far. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Breaking pitch retires Luplow on strikes. The 6th strikeout for Marcus Stroman. 2 gone for Greg Allen. Time for the Metro Toyota drive to the next series, and the next series for the Indians starts tomorrow night in Kansas City. A 4-game set against the Royals. 8:15 first pitch. We'll be on the air at 7:35 with the warm-up show. 2 down, bases empty for the Tribe in the 5th. As Allen digs in from the left side, the pitch to him. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Allen has 1 of the 3 Tribe hits, a single leading off the 3rd inning. He was later caught stealing. Here comes the 0-1 from Stroman. And it's down low. They count now 1-1. Yeah, certainly big topic around Toronto today. Is this the last appearance of the Stro Show? Marcus Stroman, always colorful and animated out on the mound. The 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Usually outspoken off the mound as well, but on the mound at times, some of the things he does out there, it aggravates the opposition. But he has given the Blue Jays some solid seasons on the mound. Here comes the 2-1. Swung on, foul back into the net. 2-2 the count on Greg Allen. Boy, Allen has swung the bat well since his return from AAA Columbus. In a dozen games, he has hit at a .455 clip with a home run and 6 runs driven in. Half those games have been off the bench. Here comes the 2-2. Swung on, ground ball near the middle and on through, a base hit into center field. Greg Allen is 2 for 2. And very much like a year ago, each time he was sent down to the minor leagues and returned, he performed better and better as the season went along. 5 different times last year he went up and back between the Indians and AAA Columbus. And he's been on that shuttle again this year, but has performed better this time around. He's trying to make sure he stays. 2-out base runner for Kevin Plawecki, who struck out his first time up. Right-handed hitting catcher. Long set by Stroman. Now the pitch. Swung on, line drive down the left field line. Fair ball headed to the wall. On his way to third is Allen. He's motoring around, being waved home. Here comes the relay. It'll be close. He slides. He's safe. Just ahead of the relay throw and the tag by Jansen. Allen got the front hand in there, and it's 1-0 Tribe. Yeah, we'll see if the Blue Jays want to take a look at this. Very close play at home plate. The throw was there ahead of Allen, but the home plate umpire, Fielding Cobreth, said Allen got that front hand in there before the tag was applied by Jansen, and as expected, the Blue Jays want to take a look at this. So it's a replay review, a Barbasol close shave challenge, brought to you by Barbasol Razors. If it stands, the Indians have the 1-0 lead on the RBI double by Kevin Plawecki. Well, and you knew with 2 outs and Allen the base runner that Mike Sarbaugh was going to send him. Pretty good relay throw by Galvis, the shortstop, on the throw in from Gurriel, the left fielder. And a well-executed tag by Jansen, but the initial call on the field, safe at home plate. And we'll see what New York says. Boy, Allen can motor, and any other base runner, or many other base runners for the Indians, they might not even send him. Surely they would not have made it. But Allen, along with Mercado and maybe Lindor, about as quick as they have, and at least initially, he's in there. Boy, and in this type of game, this is a huge replay review back in New York. Both pitchers have been sharp. Stroman for the Blue Jays. Bieber for the Tribe. Here come the headsets. They're off. Safe at home plate. The call stands. And the Indians do indeed have a 1-0 lead. Now give Kevin Plawecki his 12th run driven in on the season, on his 7th double. And now we'll see if the Indians can pad the lead with Lindor at the plate and Plawecki in scoring position at second base. Lindor's 0 for 2 against Stroman tonight. He's bounced to second and struck out. Plawecki, with limited playing time lately, has swung the bat extremely well, and he comes up big here today. Lindor digs in, switch hitter left side. Here's Stroman's pitch, and it's in there for a strike. Went off speed up in the zone that time, and it's 0-1 on Lindor. Outfield playing Lindor pretty much straight away. And now the shortstop, Galvis, sneaks in behind Plawecki, but no throw. Just trying to let him know he's there. 0-1 the count on Lindor. Now the throw to second as Galvis snuck in, and Plawecki's back in time. Lindor coming in on a mini hot streak, a 5-game hit streak. Now 9 for 24 during that time. The set by Stroman. Here comes his pitch. Fastball up high. 1-1 the count on Francisco Lindor. And the Indians still with the best record in the major leagues since June the 4th. Even with that loss last night, still 29-12. 13-4 in July. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, popped up. High in the air, left side. Settling under at the shortstop, Galvis. And he makes the catch a couple of steps into the outfield grass. Side
and 30 minutes past on News Radio WTAM 1100.
Tribe leading 1-0 as they've given SHane Bieber a run to work with. And the right-hander for the Indians back to work facing Vlad Guerrero. They walked him first time around back in the second inning. The pitch. And Guerrero, first pitch swinging, pops it up. Shallow right center. Kipnis out, and the second baseman makes the catch. One pitch, one out. Bieber has made just 49 pitches so far as he continues a tremendous beginning to this game. He still is not allowed a hit. And now he faces Justin Smoak, the Indians' nemesis from last night. The home run in the 9th to tie it. The RBI single in the 10th to win it. He bounced into a double play his first time up. Here's the pitch to him. Fastball strike on the outside corner. Tremendous command tonight, looks like, for SHane Bieber, hitting his spots. The right-hander into the wide. Here comes his pitch. Breaking ball down low. 1-1 the count on Smoak. Randall Grichuk is next here in the 5th inning. Bieber's into the windup. Here comes his 1-1. Missed outside. 2-1 the count. Now the slender right-hander into the windup. Here comes his 2-1 delivery. Swung on, and there's a high fly ball left field deep. Back on it is Allen at the warning track. Makes the catch. Just a long out off the bat of Justin Smoak. 2 down here in the 5th. Time for the Cleveland Clinic Caregivers shout out. Good folks at the clinic want to honor the caregivers at Euclid Hospital. Thanks for everything you do at Euclid Hospital from the Cleveland Clinic. Randall Grichuk, the batter. Fly to right his first time. Right-handed batter. Bieber looks in. Here comes his pitch. Fastball strike on the outside corner. 0-1 the count on Grichuk. Outfield plays Grichuk pretty much straight away. Infield to pull the 0-1. Just missed down low. 1-1 the count. Not the full shift, but just shading him to pull on the infield. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, a slow chopper foul outside of third. So it's 1-2 on Grichuk. Yeah, the Blue Jays came in hitting just .233 as a team, lowest in the American League. Now the 1-2 pitch. Just outside. Not by much. Good fastball that time by Bieber. Tried to get him to chase. He wouldn't do it. And it's 2-2. Bieber right back with the 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Grichuk down on strikes. And Bieber has a no-hitter through 5.
Trip.
You'll be 5% smarter or angrier
Tomorrow at 3.
just by listening.
On WTAM 1100.
Results may vary.
5 in the books, and the Indians still lead Toronto 1-0. Tom Hamilton back with you, along with Jim Rosenhaus. Roof is open. Gorgeous night in Canada. 77 degrees. It'll be the number 2 hitter, Oscar Mercado, against the right-hander, Marcus Stroman. The right-hander against the right-hander. And the pitch swung on a grounder back up the middle. Diving was Stroman. He got it, got up, ran halfway to first, flipped for the out. Stroman's a Gold Glove winner. He can really field his position. Now, normally, He gets one ground ball out after the other. That has not been the case here tonight. So far in this game, only 3 ground ball outs for Marcus Stroman. That is abnormal. He has struck out 6, hasn't walked anybody. The Indians lead 1-0. They have 5 hits. The Blue Jays have been held hitless by SHane Bieber. As Carlos Santana, batting left-handed, takes low. He's 0 for 2. Santana DHing tonight. Bieber, a no-hitter through 5 innings, has struck out 6, walked 1. That's the only base runner, the walk. The pitch in there, strike. 1-1. Bieber has faced the minimum. And the Indians run coming with 2 down in the 5th. Greg Allen singled. Kevin Plawecki doubled him home. The next pitch in tight, ball 2, 2-1. That's your Northern Ohio Ford Dealers game summary. Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now the windup. Now the pitch. And it's swung on a one-hopper to the second baseman. Sogard will flip it over, 2 down. Now Jason Kipnis. He has singled in 2 trips to the plate. 2 outs, nobody on, 1-0 Indians, 6th inning. It's been very much like last night's game, Sanchez against Bauer. Now the wind, now the pitch, and it's in there, called strike. The next delivery, missing, 1-1. Jason Kipnis hitting cleanup. Game number 1,000 at second base for the Indians. Stroman's pitch. Swing and a foul, first base side, 1-2. Cleveland 1, Toronto 0. The Blue Jays, if you include tonight, have scored just 11 runs in 7 games against Tribe pitching. Stunning. Now the 1-2. Kipnis pops it up. Playable. Third baseman Drury makes the catch, and Stroman has made 89.
Morning from 9 to 10 on WTAM 1100.
SHane Bieber has been tremendous. 1 walk. That's the only base runner. No hitter through 5. Tribe 1, Blue Jays 0. Bottom third of the order. Danny Jansen bloops one into shallow center. Jason Kipnis out. Second baseman grabbing it. And for Bieber, that's 59 pitches to get 16 outs. Incredible. Here's Teoscar Hernandez, struck out his first time up. Bieber has the 1 complete game. And it was the 5-hit shutout of Baltimore back on May 19th. That night he struck out 15. Tonight, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk. And the 1 base runner erased on a double play. Hernandez fouling it first base side near the seats and out of play. Well, the Blue Jays swinging early because Bieber's just pounding the strike zone. Gorgeous night here in Toronto. The roof is open, not far from Lake Ontario. We look out with the roof open, and to our right, that giant structure, the CN Tower, which is a landmark here in Toronto. Bauer, he's back now at first. The pitch, and it's in there, a strike. 0-2. The CN Tower is a concrete communications and observation tower that is just outside the first base side of the ballpark. It was built in the mid-70s. Now the 0-1 pitch, down low, 1-2. For the longest time, it was the world's tallest freestanding structure. The pitch swung on, weak fly ball, right field. Drifting back is Luplow. Plenty of room, 2 down. In fact, for 22 years, actually 32 years, it was the tallest freestanding structure in the world. But it was surpassed in the early 2000s. But it's still one of the tallest buildings in the world. Here's Brandon Drury taking a called strike. 0-1 the count. It attracts more than 2 million visitors every year. The pitch swung on a weak bouncer to third, foul. 0-2. If you've ever seen the Space Needle in Seattle, this is simply a taller version of it. But over 2 million folks come and visit it every year here in Toronto. Of course, this is one of the most international cities in the world. You name it, there's a nationality living here. A city that encompasses in the metro area almost 7 million people. 1-0 Tribe. Blue Jays batting. Bases empty, 2 down, 6th inning. Now the windup by SHane Bieber and the 0-2. Swung on another weak fly to shallow center. Oscar Mercado comes jogging in, and SHane Bieber just had another 8-pitch inning. He has a no-hitter through.
Browns training camp coming to WTAM 1100.
Well, the Indians trying to add to their 1-0 lead. 7th inning. Jose Ramirez, batting left-handed, has singled, lined out, and Marcus Stroman with a strike. Stroman now at 90 pitches, has struck out 6, has not walked a batter. He winds it up and the pitch. And it's a little bit high. 1-1. 6 inning totals. Cleveland, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors, 3 left. Toronto, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody stranded. Now the 1-1. Swung on, hit in the air. Fairly deep left center, but playable. In front of the warning track, the left fielder Gurriel retires Ramirez, 1 down. Here's Jake Bauers, fly out, ground out. Power Home Solar, the official solar provider of the Indians, building a movement. Visit powerhome.com, text solar 411-411. Power Home Solar, own your power. The Indians, games only run in the 5th. Greg Allen, 2-out single. Kevin Plawecki doubled him home. Pitch down and away, ball 1, and it was a bang-bang play at the plate. Allen just did beat the tag on a head-first slide into home plate. Call was reviewed, and the call was upheld. Now the 1-0 pitch. Outside, a sinker, 2-0. Well, anybody that came and scouted Trevor Bauer and Marcus Stroman the last 2 nights has got to be impressed. Now the 2-0 pitch. Off speed, high and wide, 3-0. Both guys have been rumored a lot as potential trade candidates. We shall see. Deadline a week away. 4 o'clock next Wednesday. Now the 3-0 pitch. And he missed outside. That's the first walk. Stroman walks Bauers on 4 pitches. That'll bring up Jordan Luplow, 2 strikeouts. Minnesota with the early 2-0 lead. They've played 1 inning. Twins and Yankees in a wild series at Target Field. Probably the game of the year in baseball last night between New York and Minnesota. Could be an October preview. 1-0 Indians, 7th inning. A 1-out base runner for the Tribe. Lob to first, and Bowers back diving. Right-hander Daniel Hudson warming in the Blue Jays pen beyond the wall in left. The Indians bullpen beyond the wall in right. Bowers, he's a threat to take off. The set. The pitch. And it's high, ball one. Indians will leave Canada. Start a 4-game series in Kansas City tomorrow night. Now the set. The pitch in there. It's been 38 years since an Indians pitcher threw a no-hitter. Last no-hitter thrown by the Indians was Len Barker's perfect game. Bieber's walked one tonight. The pitch swung on a little looping liner to right, and making the head-high catch is Grichuk. So Luplow is out, number 2. Hard to believe with all the Indians pitching here over the last, well, especially 10, 15 years. The Indians have had 4 Cy Young winners since 2007 and haven't had anyone throw a no-hitter since Lenny Barker threw his perfect game in 1981 against these Toronto Blue Jays. Of course, everybody playing in this game tonight wasn't born in 1981. Tribe has a 2-out base runner leading 1-0 7th inning. The batter, Greg Allen, batting left-handed, a one-hopper hit to third. Drury fields it, throws over, inning over. Boy, Stroman's been tough. Third time through the order, SHane Bieber has faced the minimum. He's thrown a no-hitter through 6. He's walked a batter. 1-0 Tribe, bottom of the 7th. Leadoff hitter Eric Sogard has struck out, lined out, takes down and away, ball 1. Changeup from Bieber. Bieber has struck out 6. He's walked 1. The wide end pitch, and Sogard takes a strike on the inside corner. That'll even the count at 1-1. Minnesota leading the Yankees 2-1. That ball game's in the second inning in Minneapolis. The pitch, a swing and a shot to right. Down the line it goes, one hop, over the wall, a double. The no-hitter gone. Eric Sogard with a ground rule double. His 17th. Blue Jays have their first hit and the tying run in scoring position. And Freddie Galvis, the switch hitting shortstop, batting left-handed, has grounded out and struck out. Tampa beat Boston today 3-2. Charlie Morton's now 12-3 for Tampa. Boy, that was a great signing. Houston, a 4-2 winner over Oakland. Justin Verlander's now 13-4. First pitch missing, ball 1. That also means Houston leads Oakland by 7.5 games in the West. Texas has now dropped 9 out of its last 10. They've fallen out of it, losing to Seattle today 5-3. Pitch is in there, 1-1. Daniel Vogelbach hit 2 homers for Seattle in the win, and Vogelbach has 25 homers. Wow. Phillies shut out Detroit behind Velasquez. Here's the set. Here's the 1-1. High, ball 2, 2-1. Arizona 5-2 winner over Baltimore. 5th inning, Kansas City blanking Atlanta 2-0. Miami and the White Sox scoreless in the 3rd. Nothing really changing in the wild National League Central. The pitch to Galvis, he waves at it, 2-2. Cubs stayed in first place with a 4-1 win over San Francisco. Milwaukee stayed 2 games behind the Cubs, beating Cincinnati 5-4. Game 1 of a doubleheader. Washington keeps rolling. 3-2. They beat Colorado. Now the 2-2. Swung on. Hit pretty well to left. Back and toward the line is Allen. He'll make the catch in front of the track. Hard hit ball by Gelvis the other way. Sogard stays at second, 1 down. Washington was 19 and 31 at one point this year. They're now 35 and 15 since that awful start. St. Louis got 9 in the second. They are hammering Pittsburgh 11-4 in the fourth inning. So the Cardinals will stay a half game behind the front-running Cubs. Tribe up 1-0. Lourdes Gurriel fouling it back, strike one. San Diego with a 4-2 lead over the Mets. They're in the fifth inning. And here in the seventh, it's still Cleveland 1, Toronto 0. Blue Jays finally getting their first hit. Runner at second, 1 out, seventh inning. Tribe up 1-0. Gurriel lining it foul down the right side, and the count 0-2. That's your Ram Truck Out of Town scoreboard. Ram 1500, Motor Trend's Truck of the Year. Ram's summer clearance going on now. Find out why there are more reasons to switch to Ram than ever before. SHane Bieber has struck out 6, walked 1. He's been magnificent. He's averaged 11 pitches per inning. He checks second, and he'll come to the plate, and it hit him. Or did it hit the bat? It rolls toward first. Fielded by Bieber, steps on the bag. The home plate ump, Fielding Culberth, is saying, take your base. Boy, you could hear it up here like it hit the bat. And let's see what the ruling is going to be, as the trainer is coming out along with manager Charlie Montoyo. The Indians are going to argue that hit the knob of the bat. The ball rolled all the way to first, and Bieber fielded it and went to the bag himself for the out. Boy, this is shades of the last homestand, where the Indians never did get a call go in their favor on balls that were ruled to either have hit a hand or the knob of the bat. And now the home plate umping crew chief, Fielding Culberth, after talking to Indians manager Terry Francona, Culberth waves to second base ump Paul Nauert to see if he saw anything. And we may have a potential replay review. Well, we are going to have just that. Gurriel is heading to first. Now, who knows? And again, after the last bunch of reviews on the homestand that never seemed to go the way you thought they would, that ball sure sounded and looked like it hit the knob of the bat, but it could have also hit part of the hand. Bottom line is Gurriel didn't swing. Now we'll see what the crew in New York says. Another Barbasol close shave managerial challenge. The Indians, and this is a big call, lead this game 1-0. Blue Jays got their first hit here in the seventh. Eric Sogard led off with a double down the right field line. He's at second with 1 out. Headsets are off. Here's the call, and it stands. Hit by a pitch. So Gurriel is at first. Sogard is at second. And Vlad Guerrero, the batter, has walked and popped up. Well, whoever is doing the reviewing in New York, the one thing about the reviews tonight, they've been very quick. No fooling around. You're getting a decision. Very little stoppage of play. That's terrific, no matter what the call is. 2 on, 1 out. 1-0 Indians. The pitch to Guerrero, and he fouls it back, strike one. Guerrero was not an all-star, but Vlad Guerrero Jr. was certainly the talk of the All-Star week when he hit 91 home runs in the Home Run Derby, 30 more than anyone has ever hit in an All-Star Home Run Derby on the Major League level. Holds that bat high above his head, wig-wagging it, the pitch to him, and he fouls it back, and the count 0-2. He's got a bright future, but right now he's just having a nothing special type rookie year outside of that home run derby contest. My goodness. He's only batting .256, 9 homers, 31 RBIs. Hits into a lot of double plays. Bieber's 0-2 pitch. Just a bit outside. Guerrero's banged into 13 double plays. If you hit a ball on this carpet at an infielder, it's an easy twin killer because the ball gets to the infielders so quickly on this turf and hard dirt surface. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, hit pretty well toward right center. Back Mercado makes the over-the-shoulder catch. Tagging and heading to third is Sogard. Holding at first is Gurriel. And Guerrero is out number 2. Now there are runners at the corners. 2 down. And the Indians still leading 1-0. And Justin Smoke, last night's Blue Jay hero, has hit into a double play and flied out to deep left. Smoke has homered in each of the first 2 games of this series. Switch hitter batting left-handed. Indians with 3 infielders between first and second. The pitch. Swung on, fouled upstairs, strike 1. In the Indians' outfield, they are straight away, but the right fielder, Luplow, is basically shallow. Interesting. Now the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Bieber in his first jam tonight. Blue Jays had not had a hit through 6. Had 1 base runner getting aboard on a walk and was quickly erased on a double play. Now this inning, they get their first hit, a leadoff double. Runners at the corners, 2 down. The 2-strike pitch to Smoke. Swing and a miss. Ball got away from Plawecki. Kicks out in front of the plate. He picks it up, throws to first, and completes the strikeout. Well, Bieber does.
WTAM 1100.
Hard-throwing right-hander Daniel Hudson. Mid-90s fastball, sinker, slider change. Second appearance in this series. Having a nice year in his first season north of the border. Cleveland 1, Toronto 0. If it was his last outing as a Blue Jay, it was a beauty. Marcus Stroman gave up 1 run on 5 hits, struck out 6, walked 1 in 7 superb innings, made 100 pitches. Catcher Kevin Plawecki takes the strike. Plawecki, a 2-out RBI double down the left field line in the 5th that scored Greg Allen all the way from first, who just did beat the tag with a head-first slide into the plate. That's the game. 1-0 Indians. 8th inning. The set, the 0-1. And a breaking ball strike, 0-2. Hudson's appearance is number 42. He's 5-2, couple of saves, ERA 2.66. Right-hander works third base side of the rubber. He's ready. Here it comes. Outside a ball. 1-2. Hudson was a very good starting pitcher at one point. He won 16 games in the Arizona rotation in 2011. Now the pitch. Strike 3 call. Plawecki out looking. One down as we pause for station ID on the Cleveland Clinic Indians Radio Network.
Rob Bailey in the newsroom. Both sides weighing in on Mueller testimony. More after the game on News Radio WTAM 1100 Cleveland.
Tom Hamilton, Jim Rosenhaus, Brian Motze bringing you Tribe Baseball along with our engineer from Toronto, Paul, in our booth tonight as he has done a great job all week long. Top of the order, Frankie Lindor tonight. Ground out, strikeout, pop-up. Switch hitter batting left-handed. Tribe 1, Blue Jays nothing, 8th inning. Lindor fouling it through the first base coaching box, strike 1. Daniel Hudson went to Old Dominion University. He was there after Justin Verlander. 5th round pick by the White Sox in 2008. He has been with the White Sox, Arizona, Pittsburgh, the Dodgers, now Toronto. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. This guy went from a starter to basically a relief pitcher after Tommy John surgery. This guy was a really good starting pitcher, but then he had Tommy John surgery that cost him all of 2013 and most of 14. Basically was out 2 years. He's been in the pen since. Pitch is high, 1-2. Indians 1, Blue Jays nothing. 8th inning, 1 out, nobody on. Lindor awaiting the 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Down and in. Slider. 2-2. 25,385 looking on. The roof is open on a gorgeous 77-degree night in Toronto. Indians led 1-0 last night until the Blue Jays tied it in the 9th and won it in the 10th. 1-0 here again tonight. Tribe on top. Now the pitch. Swung and ripped to right. Down the line it goes. Base hit. It'll scoot to the wall, and Lindor is motoring to second with his 21st double. So the Indians have a big insurance run in scoring position. 1 out here in the 8th. The Indians have now hit the Jays 6-1 and lead 1-0. Oscar Mercado, a strikeout, a fly out, a tapper to the mound. That's a huge run out there as the Indians try to win another series. Well, the Yankees have scored 4 times in the second, lead the Twins 4-2 in the second. Jake Odorizzi having a rough start for Minnesota. Those two clubs are like heavyweight boxers just throwing haymakers at each other. Lindor takes off, pitches high, no throw. What a jump. And what a mistake by the relief pitcher, Daniel Hudson. He paid no attention. And Lindor, one of the smartest players in the game, took off and got his 15th steal of the year. And the Indians have a mammoth insurance run 90 feet from home with 1 out, and it forces the Blue Jays to bring the infield in. A righty-righty matchup as Oscar Mercado trying to add to the Indians' 1-0 lead here in the 8th. Hudson's ready. Here it comes. Swung on, drilled to center. This will get a run home. Line drive is caught by Hernandez, medium deep. And Mercado comes through. Lindor scores. 2-0 Indians. Now, that was all made possible by the heads-up steal of third by Frankie Lindor. And then Mercado really squared one up. A sac fly on a line drive out to center. And the Indians now lead it 2-0. Give Mercado RBI number 29. And here's Carlos Santana, switch hitter, batting left-handed. Blue Jays put 3 on the right side of the infield. 2-0 Cleveland in the 8th. Hudson's ready and the pitch. And it's a little bit low, ball 1. I mean, the way SHane Bieber looks, he's only made 84 pitches in 7 innings. 2-0 probably looks like 10-0 to the Blue Jays the way Bieber is dealing. The pitch. And it's in there, a strike. And the count 1-1. SHane Bieber proving that being the MVP in the All-Star game was no fluke. He has come out and continued to dominate throughout this 2019 campaign. Now the 1-1. Down low, ball 2, 2-1. And Santana now has a chance to unload. Indians 2 runs, 6 hits. Blue Jays nothing. They finally have a hit. We're in the 8th. The next offering, a swing and a towering fly to center, but not deep. Hernandez will retire Santana, but a big insurance run provided by Lindor and Mercado. Cleveland with a 2-0 lead, middle of the 8th from Toronto. An 8 in their lineup against SHane Bieber. 2-0, the Indians lead it. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Wilmer Font warming in the Blue Jay bullpen. Font is a right-hander. Tried Pennis quiet. Why have anybody up the way Bieber looks? First ball swinging. Grichuk comes up empty. He has flied out, struck out. Bieber has struck out 7, walked 1, hit 1, given up 1 hit. 2-0 Indians, bottom of the 8th. Grichuk waves at the next slider, 0-2. Lyft has thousands of friendly qualified drivers. They know the city and they'll get you to and from the game worry-free. Lyft waiting to take you there. Bieber's pitch. Just missed outside with a fastball, 1-2. SHane Bieber looking for his 10th win. He won 11 last year as a rookie. He delivers low, ball 2, 2-2. And SHane Bieber with a win tonight would join CC Sabathia and Trevor Bauer in pretty exclusive company. The pitch swung on, popped up foul, playable behind the plate. Plawecki, snuck over the screen about a row. And we'll do it again at 2-2. CC Sabathia and Trevor Bauer are the only Indians pitchers since 2000 to get 10 wins or more before turning 25. Bieber is 24, got 11 last year, looking for number 10 tonight. The pitch, strike 3 called, fastball. He got Grichuk looking, 8 strikeouts for Bieber. 1 down. Catcher Danny Jansen has grounded out and has popped up. SHane Bieber got roughed up his last outing against Kansas City, giving up 5 5 2/3. Still got the win. But tonight, boy, he has just overmatched Toronto. He delivers a called strike, just continuing to just pound the strike zone. He's got a 2-to-1 ratio of strikes to balls. The pitch, swing and a foul back, 0-2. He's made 92 pitches, 61 strikes, 31 balls. So he's always ahead in the count. When he does miss, he's missing maybe by inches. And he's just had the Blue Jays back on their heels. Now the windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, fastball away. And Bieber gets strikeout number 9 as Jansen's down. It would be interesting if we were here tomorrow, we won't be, to talk to Toronto hitters and see if they have had any 2 pitchers from the same team pitch better back-to-back games against them this year than Bauer last night and Bieber tonight. Here's the wind and the pitch. Teoscar Hernandez, first ball swinging, pops it into shallow right. Kipnis, the Indians' second baseman, squeezing it.
Here to stay on WTAM 1100.
Wilmer Font, a right-hander who throws in the mid-90s, is coming on to pitch now for Toronto. As Font, fastball, curveball, slider, and changeup. He'll face in the ninth inning Kipnis, Ramirez, and Bowers. It's a 2-0 Tribe lead as Font delivers, and it's in there, a called strike. Font is making appearance number 12, with all of them in relief for the Blue Jays. 5.63 ERA. Kipnis lofts one in the air to shallow left, and the catch is made by Gurriel. Well, Marcus Stroman, in what could have been his final outing as a Blue Jay, was tremendous. As tonight he went 7 innings, gave up a run on 5 hits. Daniel Hudson gave up a run in the 1 inning of his relief work. And now with the Indians up 2-0 in the ninth, it's in the hands of Wilmer Font. Jose Ramirez, batting left-handed, watches it bounce in for ball 1. Ramirez 1 for 3 with a single. Got some folks in the upper deck doing some chanting here. Not certain why, but 2-0 Indians. The pitch swung on, fouled back. I guess when your home club has been blanked on 1 hit, you decide maybe chanting will get things going. A.J. Cole is warming in the Indians bullpen for one reason, just to get some work in. Here is the set, the 1-1, and it's a changeup down and away, ball 2, 2-1. 3 infielders between first and second. Final meeting of the year as the Indians try to get out of here with another win over the Blue Jays. The set, the pitch. Wow. Maybe outside. Awfully close, 3-1 the count. When the Blue Jays came to Cleveland in April, twice they scored 1 run in a game. Twice they scored 2 runs in a game. The pitch. Swung on, ripped towards the gap in right center, base hit. Over to cut it off is the right fielder Grichuk, and another hit for Ramirez. Boy, tonight he's 2 for 4. One of his outs was a line drive out. So the Indians have their 7th hit. Jake Bowers 0 for 2 with a walk at first tonight. He'll swing it with 1 down, 1 on. Indians 2, Blue Jays nothing. The Blue Jays have been held to 11 runs by Indians pitching in 7 games this year, including tonight. Toss over to first, back with a dive is Ramirez.
Tom, you mentioned it early. Marcus Stroman not getting much run support. This is the 8th time that he has left a game in 21 starts this year where they have not scored him any runs.
That's why his 6-10 record is really deceiving.
Amazing.
Now the set, big lead for Ramirez. The pitch swung on, foul down the left side, strike 1. He has welcomed the idea of going home and pitching for the New York Yankees. Problem with Marcus Stroman, he brings some baggage to the party. A lot of ball clubs are wary of bringing his all-about-me attitude into the clubhouse. Here's the set. Here is the 0-1. Change-up away, 1-1. But at the end of the day, if he can win you a pennant and get you to the World Series, somebody is going to take a chance on him. The Yankees certainly have starting pitching needs. They're leading Minnesota tonight 5-3 in the third. They've been rumored to be on Stroman. The pitch swung on, hammered down the right field line, fair ball. It hits inside the line. It'll go down into the right field corner, and a fan touched it. So into second with a double is Bowers, and at third is Ramirez. And Terry Francona is saying, look, that's fan interference. That's a judgment call that my guy would have scored from first base because that ball was not going to get into the seats. And pretty good argument here by Tito, because Ramirez, the way he's running, that ball was not questionable. Would it be caught or not? And when it's fan interference, it's a judgment call by the umpires. It's not a ground rule double. Ground rule double means the runner at first goes 2 bases. Fan interference means the umpires decide in their judgment whether or not the runner could have scored. There's no question Ramirez would have scored. But now the 4 umpires are meeting midway between home and first base. It's a double for Jake Bauers, his 14th. The question is it an RBI, or does Ramirez stay at third? The Indians lead 2-0 in the 9th, 1 out, and the discussion continues. There's no replay challenge here. This is strictly a judgment call. And the umpires having a long discussion, all 4 of them. Hey, what did you see? I don't know. I wasn't looking. How about you? Uh-oh. Here's the call. Well, Terry Francona's not going to like the verdict. They're going to keep Ramirez at third. Oh, by golly, you can challenge this. So we are going to have another Barbasol close shave review. We've had a bunch of them here in the last couple of weeks. Now, tonight, every time they go to New York, it's a quick verdict, whether the call is upheld or overturned. They've done a great job in New York tonight of not dawdling, of making decisive decisions, and thus people aren't just kind of sitting around wondering. So, again, it's either second and third, 1 out, Indians up 2-0 in the 9th, or it's an RBI double, 3-0 Indians, a runner at second, 1 out in the 9th. Regardless, Jordan Luplow is going to bat, and it'll again be righty-righty in the matchup here. Tyler Naquin not able to go again because of tightness in his hamstring, and whether or not he goes on the injured list is going to be determined here in the next 24 hours, because the Indians can't keep playing with a 2-man bench. They only have a 3-man bench as it is, 8 bullpen arms. But with Naquin not able to go the last 2 nights, you're down to 2. Boy, there is no question Ramirez would have scored from first, as now manager Charlie Montoyo is out for the Blue Jays, talking as well to the men in blue. And the headsets are off. Here's the call. It stays as is. All righty. So Ramirez is still at third. Ramirez does not get the benefit of the doubt. Bauers gets his 14th double. Indians at second and third, 1 out. That's a big call, because it's still a 2-0 ball game. Runners second and third, 1 out, 9th inning. Indians up, infield in, righty-righty matchup. The pitch to Luplow, and it's a high fastball. It's a big call because Luplow does not hit right-handed pitching very well. 208 batting average. Ramirez at third. Bauers at second. 1 down in the 9th. 2-0 Indians. The pitch. Check swing tapper to the right of the mound. This will get a run home. Fielded by Font. Flips to first to get Luplow. But scoring is Ramirez. It was like a safety squeeze. And Luplow gets his 28th RBI on a check swing tapper to the right of the mound. 3-0 Indians. Bauers goes to third as Ramirez scores. It's not the swing Luplow wanted. He'll sure take the result. Now Greg Allen batting left-handed. 2 for 3, a couple of singles, a run scored. Boy, that's a big run for the Indians, up 3-0 in the 9th. The set, the pitch. Allen checks and takes a strike. Visit your Northern Ohio Buick and GMC dealers today. Get exceptional offers on 2019 models. 3-0 Indians. Runner at third, 2 down, 9th inning. Font's pitch, up high, a ball, and the count 1-1. The baseball gods were smiling on the Indians. Ramirez should have scored on the double. They didn't get the call, which happens. They get a check swing RBI instead. The pitch, swing and a foul back. That knocked the mask off the home plate ump, fielding Culbreth. And the count 1-2. And the catcher, Danny Jansen, checking on Culbreth, who asks him, what day is it? Boy, those guys take a pounding back there, talking about the men in blue, those foul balls off the mask. But looks like Culbreth is fine. Indians, 3 runs, 8 hits. Blue Jays, nothing on 1 hit. The Blue Jays only hit a 7th inning double by Eric Sogard off SHane Bieber. The pitch, down low, ball 2, 2-2. Nobody throwing in the Indians bullpen. This is SHane Bieber's baby. He's only made 94 pitches through 8 innings. Bieber has struck out 9, walked a batter, hit a batter, given up a double. 3 base runners. Now the 2-2. A swing and a foul tip. And we'll do it again at 2-2. Six to 3, the Yankees now lead the Twins. Twins batting in the bottom of the 3rd. Those 2 clubs are going to be exhausted when that series finally wraps up. It's been a beauty. You wonder if there will be any hangover effect, especially for Minnesota. The good news is the Twins go to Chicago tomorrow night. The Yankees go to Boston. The pitch, swing and a pop foul, third base seats. Still 2-2. For the Yankees, they're used to it. For the Twins, they haven't really been in this position for the last 9 years, so we'll see how they handle it, because certainly their bullpen's been taxed.
And Tom, you know that they've battled through a tough portion of their schedule. They've managed to kind of stay afloat.
Now the set, now the 2-2 to Greg Allen. A swing and a line drive, base hit center field. That'll score Bowers, and the Indians take a 4-0 lead. And a 3-hit night for Gregory Allen. So, boy, the Indians taking advantage of playing opportunities. Allen gets it with the injury to Naquin, and he delivers a 3-hit night. RBI number 17. 2 mammoth runs here in the 9th. 4-0 Indians. Kevin Plawecki, an RBI double in 3 trips. The Indians catcher and number 9 hitter steps in. The right-hander, Wilmer Font, drops the hands to the belt, delivers, and it's swung on, fouled, strike 1. Every time the Twins make a move, they're designating another relief pitcher. They designated Blake Parker today their partial closer. It's like, I don't know if I've ever heard of that. They've designated like 4 relief pitchers here in the last week and a half, including one of their closers. The pitch swung on and missed, and the count 0-2.
Where are they getting the fresh arms to supplement?
How do you designate a guy that's in double figures in saves who is sharing the closing duties with Taylor Rogers? Obviously, the Twins know why they're doing it, but to designate 4 relief pitchers in a week and a half? The 2-strike pitch, swing and a miss, got Plawecki. Inning over, but boy, was it a big one. The Indians scored 2 huge insurance.
To WTAM 1100.
SHane Bieber had 1 complete game shutout in the minor leagues that came a year ago in Columbus. He had his first major league complete game and shutout against Baltimore back on May 19th, a 5-hit shutout in which he struck out 15. Now he's working on a 1-hitter. 4-0 Indians, bottom of the 9th. The number 9 hitter, Brandon Drury, takes low, ball 1. Drury 0 for 2. Bieber has faced 2 batters over the minimum. 94 pitches through 8 innings. There's a pitch low, 2-0. Bieber has struck out 9, walked 1, hit a batter. The no-hitter broken up in the 7th on a leadoff double by Eric Sogard. Indians 4, Jays nothing. The pitch swung on line to center. Back goes Mercado, makes the shoulder high catch. Hard hit, but 1 down. KeyBank introduces Easy Up. It's the tool that helps you automatically stack up savings and pay down debt. KeyBank. It's the banking home of the Indians, and the keys to the game brought to you by KeyBank. Well, the biggest key is the guy with the baseball in his hands, the most valuable player in the All-Star game that was played a few weeks ago in Cleveland, SHane Bieber, a one-hit masterpiece. Top of the order, Eric Sogard has the only hit, a double down the right field line to start the 7th. Otherwise, Bieber has thrown a no-hitter. The wind, the pitch, a swing and a grounder up the middle. Fielded behind the bag by the shortstop. Lindor with a short hop throw to first and a great pick by Bowers. 2 down. And Bowers just saved Lindor throwing error. And the last hope is Freddie Galvis, 0 for 3. Switch hitter batting left-handed. Galvis, see if he makes Bieber work. Bieber has made 4 pitches this inning to get 2 outs. I mean, folks, this is as close as you can come to watching a guy just completely overmatch the opponent. The wind, the pitch, and it's inside a ball. There have not been that many hard hit balls. And again, the Blue Jays have the 1 hit, the 7th inning double. There haven't been really great plays made or anything like that. Galvis fouls it off right side, and the count 1-1. Last night, Trevor Bauer dominated the Blue Jays, shut them out on 3 hits for 7 2/3. Bieber's been even better. The pitch, changeup, swung and a miss. And now the Blue Jays down to their last strike, a ball and 2 strikes. 101 pitches, that's all Bieber has made. 4-0 Indians, here it comes. Swing and a miss. Got him with a breaking ball. Ball game. And an absolute gem by SHane Bieber. A 1-hit shutout. 102 pitches made. 10 strikeouts. He walked a batter. He hit a batter. Gave up a 7th inning double. That was it. And SHane Bieber gets his 2nd Major League complete game shutout. They've both come here in 2019. And folks, the rest of America is now seeing why SHane Bieber was the most valuable player in this year's All-Star game. It's no fluke. He is the real deal, and he's now 10-3 following the